Thank you, Vito. Thank you, thank you. It's always nice to hear something from my, and I've got a light coming right in from my blinds right here, so I'm trying to figure out where to put my head to figure it out for you guys. Thank you very much, Vito. Thank you for coming. This is the awesomest thing. Thank you very much. I think I've got just a few minutes left, so I will close out with one poem. And because before I read from the new Down in the Dirt book, Eclipsed, I figured I'm going to close out with a poem from the cc&d book that is called More Softly Than the Thunder. I don't know if you can see this, but it is a shot of rainforests in Puerto Rico with a rainbow going over it, and it's all the misty cloudiness and everything right there. And I think that was a rainbow that was actually taken on Easter this year, so if that matters to anybody. It might to some, but no matter. This is a poem in this that is titled Quickly Judged. You say that you see the writing on the wall, but read between the lines, because when I make my mark, I give meaning to the spaces themselves, and sometimes I scribble more onto those tiny spaces than you can ever see, that you could ever even possibly see after all. Even when you take my page, you read and you think, you've got me figured out. But how wrong you are when you first glance at those lines of text on ruled paper. You should know that I write between the lines. I even scribble on the margins. You thought I was simple, that basic, that I could be so quickly judged. But you only glance at the writing of my life. And as I said, you never read between the lines to see the true me, where the things I write can even jump off the page. You say that you see the writing on the wall, but you only glance, like life is all about only cliff notes. A private investigator might not be able to research me enough to get the true meaning. So next time you think you read that writing, go ahead. Look closer. Short one at the end for you guys. I don't have a time to close it up, but I think that is probably close enough to the time that there is no reason to be doing any more rounds of anything. If anyone has announcements or anything, or cares about one football team versus another, I have no idea. I can't think of any other news to share other than I just had a press in India from the Taj Mahal Review, Cyberwit, asked to publish a book of mine. So like there's this 130-page book, and I've got like all of these poems I was trying to figure out what will go into them scattered all over my floor upstairs. But there is a book that has just been released from this press in India called Eternal Never-Ending Now, named after one of the poems of mine. And maybe, hopefully, I will get to share something of it for you sometime in the near future. Does anybody have any news that they want to share with the group or anything before we close out? Ladies and gentlemen, yes, Tom?
Table Rock Poetry Festival in Salado, Texas is on Saturday, May the 8th. And if you wish to send one poem about animals, positive poem, hopefully, to worldpoet@rocketmail.com. There will be a 2021 Animal Tales Anthology done by April the 1st.
Yeah, you sent that out, and I think John is going to send the deer, and I'm going to send Espanola lore, and we're going to send them your way, and they're all about culture and knowing all that stuff, and I hope that works really well, and thank you for sharing that with us.
Pleasure.
Anybody else with news? Anyone? Bueller? Anyone? She holds her hand up. You can just talk, Margaret. You're allowed to just talk.
I have a request. Could y'all just like invite me back?
You're always invited, my darling. Do you, would you like to put?
What do I have to do? Go to the bathroom stall?
What you can do is you can if you use those chat things, you can send a private message to me and send me your email address, and I will put you on the list so that you will get a notice of it for every month. So how about that?
And thank you all so much. And I think John is the person who sent me the invitation here. So thank you all so much.
Thank you all so very much. It's great to see people from all over the country, from across the pond, and saying, screw that whole idea of football right now. What do we need that nonsense for? And I didn't say football for people. I said football, you know, this kind of football. Yeah, American football. So, anywho, you know, we might like it, but.
Something about that. I want to say something about
yes.
that. Okay, like I'm for the young Patrick Mahomes. I'm for that guy. But the thing about the football, is it not true that the new youth poet laureate, Amanda Gorman, is going to be reading at the
Super Bowl.
I think I had heard that.
Yes, and that is just wow, fucking wow. I mean, hey, poetry is back. Poetry is back.
It seems novel, like with
Poetry is back.
for when presidents would have them read and such, like that happened here again and with Obama and whatnot. But then I've heard some poets be like, yeah, but listen to the trite shit that they're saying. You're not really testing limits, but you're just trying to get poetry back into the world by doing that, I suppose. So it's a good thing, but how much do they have to answer to politicians or the NFL or whatever they have to specifically say? I think I've heard that said. I'm just saying, don't have to yell at me on that one.
Good question. I just think she just rocks that. She just rocks that yellow suit. All I just photo. Amanda Gorman blows my mind.
And you're absolutely right. It's wonderful to see poetry. Yeah, it's wonderful to see poetry coming out more and more again, and that's wonderful, wonderful. And I want to thank each and every one of you, and thank some of you for leaving and coming back, and I'm sorry for the people that had to leave early, and thank all of you, and I love that light from right there, and you guys are all the best. And it is always on the first Sunday of every month, so I guess that would mean March 7th, because there's 28 days in February. So, if Marit sends me an email, I can add her to the list, and she will get the notice for it. I'll send it out a week before the open mic, and you would have that information. And once again, thank you all so very much. John F. McMullen is the man in charge of turning this whole thing off, and if you've got and thank you again for the space, because he is my manager for the Zoom meeting. So once again, thank you all so very much, and yay football or something. You guys.
Bye everybody.
Thank you for coming out. Most definitely, thank you very much.
Bye. Bye.
Now I gotta go. Thank you guys all again. Thank you.
Thank you. This was lovely.
And yeah, wait, I have to wait here. You've got the email. Do you have do I need to worry about a last name for you? Or I'm just knowing you by your first, I just need a first name.
Marit
Anderson. Groovy. I've got it. Don't worry about it. And Vito, thank you for coming, even late.
Yeah, I usually have like some family stuff on Sundays.
Understood. Understood. But I've got your email, Marit, and I will add you to the list so that you will get an email.
So much. It's like the last person leaves a party, right? It's like, okay, bye.
Well, I just want to make sure that I copy your email and that I have it so that I don't.
Okay, so I'm leaving. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you very much.